Hey everyone, today I am going to have Dr. Gigi on the recording or video recording podcast, whatever you are, wherever you're seeing it, I guess. Depends on where you're seeing it. And I just was on Dr. Gigi's podcast yesterday. So we're doing back to back, essentially. But Dr. Gigi is an author, life coach, entrepreneur, and she even does these amazing events to help people. I think she has multiple other things. I don't even know. There's so much list there. So I let Dr. Gigi kind of go through all her list. She's like has a passion to helping people, and I'll let her, she'll probably share about that too. So Dr. Gigi, kind of go through the history, where you came from to where you are now. What do you do now?
Thank you so much, Raju, and such a great question. So, I am a motivational keynote speaker and the CEO and founder of Life Service Center of America, as you mentioned. But essentially, a few years ago, I almost lost my life, death by strangulation in a domestic violence relationship. And after everything that happened, I stepped into God's purpose for my life. I launched a podcast, the books, and the company Life Service Center of America. And God also led me to host events. It started off with domestic violence and sexual assault, topics that I'm a survivor of, but then he also led me to host them on various subjects. I mean, we have not stopped since leadership, business, confidence, you name it, pregnancy. We have not stopped. And we are also having a few events in 2025 as well.
Awesome. So let's go back to the, event that kind of changed, it seems like the trajectory based on our conversation. First of all, whatever the details are, whatever you want to share, you can share. But really, what I would like you to share is what kind of shifted everything for you to dive into this whole being an author, coach, and helping people, obviously conducting all these tremendous, essentially events for people and how it's expanded. So, and obviously your book, how it came about. Maybe just go through the first thing, right? First thing is, hey, something horrible happened to you, but that kind of changed into not something bad for you, but essentially seems like tremendous good for not only you, for others. So what was that like? How did that come about?
Thank you so much. And I'm here before you today because of my faith, but not just that, but also I remember my friend, he's a pastor, and he said, Gigi, you need to share your story. It may help someone. He never said that it would.
Mhm.
And so as you see me sharing this story today, I'm grateful for his wise words and his words of wisdom. Truly a blessing.
Mhm. Got you. I mean, do you want to go into what? So that's basically it. That's what got you into essentially writing a book and all that stuff. But what was the things you did to essentially realize, okay, what the pastor is saying is true?
Correct. Well, interesting enough, not only is he a pastor, but he's also my book publisher. And beautiful soul, beautiful soul. And it's just been an honor. It's just been a journey. And my word of the year is serve. And I love to serve others any way that I can. So whether it's the books, whether it's the podcast, whether it's the coaching programs that we offer, I love to serve others.
Got you. Yeah, no. Could you go a little bit more detail than that? Like I mean, yeah, I know he said to you and write the book, but what really did shift, for example, my podcast is called Mind Shift, right? Like for others going through a trauma, what shifted you? Obviously, pastor helping you, that was obviously one critical thing. But then you had to take it, right? Pastor telling something or somebody saying something is one thing. But
Correct.
you, as a person, taking it and taking it, I mean, he probably even didn't think you would take it this long, this big, right? So there was something else that happened for you. I'm imagining. Would you like to share that a little bit more
Of
on
course. Of course. Yes. So I prayed. I
Mhm,
prayed
mhm,
and I prayed and God gave me direction and I listened in and I
mhm,
stepped in. So when I say that I stepped in and I'm staying in purpose, I'm staying in purpose.
mhm,
But not only that, I tell people this all the time. There's so many distractions out there. I
mhm,
mean, on your left, on your right, there's so many distractions out there. What are you listening into? What are you tuning into?
mhm,
But making sure that you're listening into him first and foremost. My faith means the world to me.
mhm,
And so again, listening to him and what he's called you to do here is so important.
mhm. So what does that process look like for you? Is it more, hey, you're in a prayer and then you kind of listen to whatever feeling or saying is coming to you, and then you go in that direction? Is that how it looks, or more of a, I don't know, prayer type of meditation, whatever you want to call it, in the prayer, and then, you get a certain feeling.
Correct. I love the questions. I love it. And so, yes, so important to get quiet and be
Mhm,
still. And
mhm,
so there is a stigma that says, okay, well, you just need to go to a church. That's when you can pray. No, 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 you can pray right where you are. And
mhm,
so I do just that. I go to church as well, but I pray right
mhm,
where I am.
mhm,
And again, listening to him, when you get quiet, you can hear him,
mhm,
allowing that space to hear him.
mhm. Got you. And then would you like to share? What does that sound like? Like people think, okay, somebody is just speaking in your ear, right? Some people, that's what they think. Oh, God is speaking to you. No, that's not truly exactly like somebody speaking to you. But how do you, I mean, I have my own thing, but I don't want to put that in on you. So I want you to share, how does that look like you? How does that, whatever thoughts or sayings come through you, essentially direct you to, okay, this is the right path for me to go, essentially, or for you to go.
Yeah, great question. So essentially, again, and also to his word. So oftentimes folks will ask, well, where can I build a relationship with him? Or how can I listen in? A great place too is the Bible. I highly recommend it, reading the Bible and continuously doing so, right? It's not one and done. It's continuously reading it, continue reading his words, continue building a relationship with him.
Mhm.
And that's a great place to start.
Got you. Okay. So, all right. So now let's go on to your, whole life coaching business, right? Who do you focus on, and what is it, who should be reaching out to you, or who are the right people who should be talking to you, essentially? What are the type of people you like to talk to and
Great.
help?
Great question. So essentially, it's for everyone. And again, meeting people where they are. So we love to hop on that initial strategy session call to determine if we can even help you. If
Mhm,
we can, then
mhm,
we'll recommend the or suggest the best program that we believe will assist you with what you're looking for, what you need, and
mhm,
that will best assist you. And so then we will let you know. And also, if we cannot assist you, then we will also refer you to someone who can, who we
mhm,
believe may be an expert in that field that you're looking for assistance with, and
mhm.
we'll refer you to that particular individual.
Well, okay. Could you let go give more of a profile of the people who should reach out to you?
Yes, great. So essentially, we've had folks, for example,
Mhm.
maybe individuals who maybe they want assistance, they have a goal and they want assistance with writing a book or launching a book. So we've had folks out with launching their books.
Okay.
Not just that, we've had also folks who maybe they want to launch a podcast.
Hmm.
And so we've assisted folks with launching a podcast, or
Hmm.
maybe they want to get on more stages, maybe they want to speak more. And so we've helped folks out with that as well. Some of those individuals have spoken on our stages as well, whether it's virtual, whether it's in person. However we can assist you, we love to do so. Not just that, but we also launch our speaker series. So anyone who's spoken on our stage becomes what is called a LSCOA speaker.
Got you. So when you say we, what does that mean? Like is that your organization, or you belong to this bigger organization that you work together, or part of the leadership team, essentially?
Correct. So my company is called Life Service Center of America,
Mhm.
LLC, and I'm grateful for the team. This is possible because of the team. Oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine doing this without the team. And so I'm grateful for the team.
Got you. So when you say, do you direct people to the right coaching, is that within the team, or are we talking about more, hey, your issue, whatever, it doesn't fit ours, maybe someone else can help you better, and these are the people you direct to essentially that different coaching program, or whatever they need? Is that what you're talking about, or?
Great. So essentially, so as far as the coaching goes, so let's say, for example, someone says, hey, I have a goal and I'd like to chat with someone to see if you all can assist. So what we'll do is we'll hop on that initial strategy session call to again determine if we can assist you. If my schedule permits, I can meet with you. I will meet with you personally. If for some reason I cannot, then one of our other coaches on the team will meet with you to meet with you in an initial strategy session call to determine if we can even assist you. Again, we don't like to assume that we can assist anyone. So that's why that strategy session call is very, very important.
Got you. Okay. All right. And then say it's the same thing with the book, help writing a book. Similar to that? Is that similar?
Correct. So essentially, I'd love, so just because someone says, okay, I have a book, I have a goal, I want to write a book or I want to launch a book. Okay, that's great. But now I have more questions. So we really have to dive deeper and go more in depth into what are you really looking to do here? What, and to get that and to see what you're really looking to do here to see if we can even assist you.
Okay, got you. Okay. Now there was one more topic I wanted to cover. It's up to you if you want to go into that. You talked about even surviving abuse, childhood abuse. How do you, I mean, there might be people similar incident, whatever, child abuse. How do you invite them to essentially think about it and perhaps reaching out to you for help or other sources, whatever the case is? What tips or insights can you give for people to reframe whatever they're thinking about that abuse? Maybe they're blaming themselves, right, for that. Right, that's what happens in many victims' cases. So, how would you essentially kind of share that information to help people not reach out and get help?
Good question. So essentially what you're referring to is the sexual assault that occurred when I was 8 years old. And so for those that are listening in, you're not alone. And I truly believe that you can get through this. Like I said, my faith is the reason why I'm here before you. I'm grateful for my faith. Not just that, but if you have been through this, again, I want to encourage you because oftentimes folks believe that they are alone. You're not alone. One of my favorite verses is Joshua 1:9. It states, Haven't I commanded you to be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid or discouraged, for your Lord your God is with you wherever you go.
Awesome. Okay, go. Relying on the fit. All right. Well, last two questions then. What one book you would recommend? Obviously, other than the Bible, you already obviously stated Bible is very important to you, but other than that, what is I guess, the most effective book for you that has helped you and can help others?
Great. Yeah, so I have it right here. It's by John C. Maxwell. So The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. It's a great book here. You
Awesome.
can see that here.
Mhm. Awesome. Okay, cool. What about that book? Basically, personal growth, why it's important. That's what Dr. John C. Maxwell shared. Is that
Absolutely. So I think it's very important to remember to not stay stagnant, number one. Number two, also to realize that it's okay to continue to learn. I think that there's a huge stigma that says, okay, well, I have a degree. This is it. This is it. This is all I'm learning now. No, no, no. And especially when you are open-minded now, you can continue to not just learn, but also grow. And growth is truly the beauty of life.
Got you. Yep. Perfect. Yeah, no, Dr. John C. Maxwell is my favorite author about leadership. Awesome. I think based on what you're talking about, maybe people already figured out, but I still will ask this question. What inspires you to get up and do what you do every day?
I love it, my faith. And at the end of the day, for him to say, Great job, my faithful servant, period.
Gotcha. Well, then the last but not the least, what's the one tip you can share that has helped you and can help others? I guess whatever it is, personal, professional, it doesn't matter.
I love it. And this is what I have to say here. Keep God first, hold on to faith, and keep moving forward. But not just that, never give up.
Awesome, in whatever we do. All right, Dr. Gigi, I'll be sharing Dr. Gigi's information, her book, her program, and social media, whatever I can get. But if there's primary one you want to share, Dr. Gigi, go ahead and share. But obviously, I'll get all the information from you and post that so that people can contact you to whatever media they would like to. So, what would you like to share? I guess the main one you would like to share.
Thank you so much. So they can reach me. We can be found on the Life Service Center of America LLC.com website. And lastly, here, another book I wanted to share with you here in regards to what you mentioned as far as the heart block goes and overcoming heart blocks, inspiring stories for healing from trauma. So you talked about trauma a little bit earlier. So this is the book I wrote with friends. It's a collaborative book. And also my mother, she's actually a part of the book as well.
Awesome. We could clearly not see, but I'll be posting that book link too. All right, Dr. Gigi, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you,
Your time.
Raju.
Thank you. Bye.